Hey guys, how's it going? It's today is February 27th, 2019. It is, I believe today is Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. It's good to be here. Um it's been a rough few months. I remember seeing Robin Williams driving around the area. Really loved the guy. I thought he was a cool cat. My computer is skipping for some reason. Alright, this should be better. Yeah, the camera feed here is freezing up. He's yeah, a lot of people have noticed this happen too. Hopefully they're just vanished, but police haven't been the nicest sort. You know what I mean? Um, I don't do drugs. I don't hang out with drug dealers. I'm not gonna let the cops hijack me in the terrorist group in order for them to achieve whatever goal they want. My goals were always to work and be as independent as I could, and it is their choice for me to not be independent. And I cannot accept that choice. Um, it is their choice for me not to have a family, and I cannot accept that choice either. That cops do not have a right to make choices for me when I am of sound mind and body, and they are not. I went ahead and kind of stimulated people here around, and I started a chain of events which would awaken God's children and hopefully get things going in regards to the parts of our minds that are always closed to us, and for God to do whatever God needs to do. Funny how that goes. These people have been toying with me for quite a long time. Pretty much say anything or do anything in order to get their way, especially the police. They are so good at what they do. Yeah. I pray logic somehow and emotions take the United States by storm. There is no love in the United States. The America has no love in its heart whatsoever for anything or anyone. They've embraced a domain of torture and abuse to where you live in a fantasy generated by individuals in order to make money. Not really, they could be, these people are in love with their drugs, and they prefer the company of their drugs than they do of other human beings. In fact, the only connection they share with people is through the illegal street narcotics. All of them. That is the love connection that they have amongst themselves, which is oxytocin and dopamine. It is an artificial bridge between them, and it is extremely violent and deadly, and it will destroy the planet. It will destroy us. I love my planet very much. This planet gives us everything it possibly can and then some. It gives us everything it possibly can. Our planet just gives and gives and gives, and we do nothing but take and take and take until we die, and then we give ourselves back to the planet. Our planet is also our parent. It is also our family. It is our friend. It is comfort in dark nights. And it is shelter on bright days. It provides food whenever it can. It does everything it can for us within its capabilities, and depending on the situation that takes place. This planet has raised us to become who we are in order to protect her. And we are failing at that mission, and she is failing at hers. I've been toyed with by all these people. Yeah, my sense of abandonment precedes me, in regards to the whole situation. I can't perceive any type of relationship with individuals who find so much joy in causing so much pain, when their entire industry is based on creating enjoyment for people. When they stop doing that, their sole purpose in life is to steal that enjoyment. These are very, very evil people. We are in need of loving each other and not creating an artificial middleman in order to generate that love. It's destructive as a whole. We no longer have the ability to hear each other. We barely have the ability to see each other. And in many instances, depending on what kind of implant you have in you, you have barely the ability to touch each other. Our connections are being broken to each other and to our planet. And you're allowing it to take place as a whole. Once this connection is broken, the chemistry that allows the human race to survive slowly begins to degrade. Our bonds with each other and our bonds with the planet will degrade, which is what we're seeing today. Very slowly, very surely. These people, just think about for a minute what I've just said. You have a cybernetic implant and you have drugs. Everything to break the natural bonds between people and the planet. It is all they do. All day long. I was very upset with the death of Robin Williams. I was very, 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 very emotionally distraught about what happened to him. And the first thing that came to mind was the police, since they were behaving extremely aggressively towards me. As invaders, these people in that kind of attack are not there to help. They're not there to negotiate, they're there to kill. Other communications means exist that we can get through to each other without a machine interface, which simply changes neural impulses in a conscious state. And all it does is you're talking to the machine and you're never speaking to the person. You've stopped speaking to the human being in question altogether. I've been teaching people some singing and whatnot on my other page, on my Art Flair page, in the hopes of being able to break this type of bizarre autism that's taking place. And hopefully be able to get some treatment for my planet, because that's what we need right now. Yeah, I do love people a lot. The person who's bridged to me was sitting there saying, "Oh, there's some very private stuff on that page. That is very private. You don't want that up there, you know. That's you are who the hell do you think you love? You don't love anybody." You know, they're telling me that I don't love anybody. It's like, who are you talking to? You know, I love people. And literally the purpose, the entire existence of this person between the drugs and the implants is to break the bonds between people. What else? Yeah, no, I haven't been approached by anybody for any business at all. This is all entirely to cause more pain and suffering, and to cause some damage, which they have caused severe damage, and they'll try to justify it by other means, and no justification exists for this towards any human being. Right now, these rich men live in my neighborhood. I was discussing on one of my other pages about this Doctor Strange thing. That I had run into a guy that was the head of the surgery department, the head of the emergency department, emergency receiving at Florida Hospital East. And they Baker acted me. It wasn't the same time. Actually, this particular time they actually sewed me up. But another instance, which is still after the release of the movie, they did Baker act me, and there was a pregnant woman in the room with me, and she was attempting to damage the baby in her belly, and I didn't make the connection. I mean, we had Harrison Ford in there with us. He was showing off the fact that he could shape shift and stuff, and showing off some dumb shit. But I'm jacking these women big time. They kept offering me medication while my head was embolizing, and it wasn't due to surgery or any attempt at healing that these people had conducted. It was because I had been embolizing here at home. I suffered severe embolism here at home, and I went to the hospital with an embolism, a cerebral embolism going on, and they offered me psychiatric medications for it. They didn't treat me for anything. But I had already discovered, I had created a fantastic, I had the scientific discovery of Pangea, and I was very proud of my work, skipping back and forth. But the neighbors are still attacking, and they are very bad people, and they just need to be shot. They don't need to be catered to at all. They're literally hijacking women, along with the help of the police, and killing decent, good people to cover for themselves. See, it's not to cover for themselves. There you go. Alright, so let me check out this video and let's see how this is working out.